The United Nations says that the entire population of Gaza, that's more than 2 million people, could be gripped by famine as soon as July, with Oxfam and other aid agencies accusing Israel of blocking aid trucks from entering the enclave. Some international assistance is coming from the skies instead. Our correspondent Alex Cadier was on board a Royal Jordanian Air Force flight dropping aid into Gaza.
It takes less than an hour to fly from the capital of Jordan to the site of a looming humanitarian disaster. Down below, about 1.1 million people are starving, according to stark figures from the United Nations. This plane, carrying around 8,000 kilograms of food, is part of an international effort to limit at least some of that suffering. The crew from the Royal Jordanian Air Force have fitted these bundles of food, baby formula and other critical goods with GPS trackers so they can trace where they land. As we cross into the airspace over Gaza, the packages are pushed out of the back of the plane, those green parachutes, the last the crew will see of their precious cargo. On the ground in Jordan, the Republic of Singapore Air Force is also involved in humanitarian relief efforts for Gaza. RSAF crews are flying missions alongside their colleagues from the United States, Germany, Egypt and Belgium, adding up to 7 flights a day. At this warehouse not far from the base, food, generators, heaters and even ambulances are piling up. Aid agencies say they can't get it all in fast enough.
There are blockages at the border owing to inspections. We need to get 500 trucks a day into Gaza in order to meet the minimum humanitarian needs of the population. In the first half of March, the daily average was around 160. So you can just do the maths there, it's just not enough.
Israel's government claims it is allowing aid into Gaza and blames the UN and other aid agencies for the slow pace. Back on board the Royal Jordanian Air Force C-130 Hercules, the crew is almost home after a successful yet frustrating mission.
Well, we've just landed back in Jordan at the military air base here. We've delivered 8 tons of supplies through this airdrop into northern Gaza. That's the area where the UN says famine is just a few weeks away. And you can see the crew is now preparing the aircraft for another shipment, loading more supplies to then go back to Gaza in the coming days. But the reality is this aircraft can only hold about half a truck's worth of supplies, and it costs 8 to 10 times more to fly it into Gaza. So the crew of this Royal Jordanian Air Force flight acknowledge that they are proud to be able to help the people in Gaza, but they recognize that this is really a drop in the bucket and that they wish they could do more. Alex Cadier, CNA, Jordan.